Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of What's Happening Now with C&I Solutions. As always, remember to like, share, and comment on this live broadcast, as there could be some information not only useful to yourself, but perhaps to a family member or friend. So tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Sean Henry, State Farm local representative. Her mission is to become your first choice of all your insurance needs by establishing a personal relationship with you and helping you understand the risks that you face every day. And Sean actually is also our Braidathon sponsor for our upcoming Braidathon that we're going to be having on the 28th of July of this month. And we are appreciative of everything that Sean is doing and what she is doing for our community. So, Brittany, I know we got some classes. You got your double hitting right now with a couple entrepreneur classes. You got your Monday Renew Ready class, and then you got your Tuesday, Thursday class happening. How are those things coming?
Things are going really well. Monday, we are definitely kickstarting. They're actually excited with the group businesses. They're excited with their personal businesses. But for me, it's a little bittersweet, but it's still exciting. My Tuesday, Thursday class graduation is coming up on Tuesday, and they are over the top excited with completing the course. Yeah, they're going to miss me, of course, but they're definitely ready to go ahead and kickstart those businesses so we can definitely get C&I credit behind it. They're not going to call your name. They're definitely calling me. Okay.
All right. You know, hey, I know we got another class that's going to be coming up here in August, I believe it's August 6th. We're going to start our next class. For those who are interested, if you want to sign up, just go to our website, www.cni-solutions.org. You can go ahead and go to one of our programs, and you'll see the Launch It program under there, and you can go ahead and get signed up. So tonight we got some special guests, some good friends of ours that we met at the Northwoods Community Family Fun Fair, hosted by Joe McKenzie and the Generosity Foundation. We have Mr. and Mrs. Rausch, Tyler and Sasa. How are y'all doing?
Doing well. Thank you for having us tonight.
So when we were there, you had a booth set up or a tent set up, and you had some unique things going on that I seen all the kids were fascinated about it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have, it's not like a traditional photo booth. This is more of like a kiosk style, kind of a modern take on a photo booth. You got the photos, video, GIFs, boomerangs, and you can add cool filters to your photos and face effects. It's kind of like it's like the old style photo booths before a modern.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still do like prints and everything too. It's really cool.
I think one of my grandchildren said, "Oh, G-Paul, you got to see that. It's like Instagram on steroids." I'm like, "What?" I said, "I'm gonna have to go check this out." So what made y'all get into that? Because it's such a unique thing. That's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, so my wife has been trying to get me to do like something photography related for like the past couple of years. And I was actually on Facebook and I saw an old coworker had started a photo booth. And I thought, oh, it's a pretty cool idea. And I checked around in Huntsville to see how populated that scene was. And it's not too big yet. And with all the growth in Huntsville, I figured, why not try it now? Mm-hmm. And it can be like a side gig, so it's not too risky, just to kind of feel it out to see how it goes.
Okay, all right. So you know, when I saw some of the photos from the kids, they had it, and I saw one with a lion's face. Someone else has something else. Is there a limit to the different characters that you can use on that, or different things? You know, how does that work?
So there's usually like a set amount of face filters you have to choose from, and you can only do one at a time right now. I think within the software, they do a lot of updates throughout the year. So hopefully they'll add more as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, cool. So Sasa, tell us what is your role in this? You know, I didn't see you out there. You know, you came later.
I came later,
Tyler was out there. You know, he was, bearing down that hot sun by himself.
Hot sun and hundreds of kids.
Yes, yeah. It's like when I came, it was like all the kids everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm more like the admin page, PR marketing.
Okay.
Like I'm behind the scenes right now.
And
let him be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the behind the scenes power.
You had the kids that day, so
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Busier job.
Outstanding. So so you actually have a background in dealing with photo or journalism. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So I went to UNA in Florence, and I got a degree in filmmaking and digital media. And so I worked at WAFF for like 5 years after school when I was a videographer. So that was really cool. You got to see whatever was happening in the news that day. So all the craziness that goes on around here.
Absolutely.
Especially because I work third shift. So it was like middle of the night. So
Right. So with ARTLAS Photo, right? How does that work? Can you is it for parties or do people come to your studio? How does that work?
So we only do
Like
deliveries to parties. Yeah, we're a mobile
Okay.
photo booth company. So if you have an event, it could be corporate event, birthdays, retirement. It's just really any party you can think of because I customize everything to your party. It's tailored. So any screens or any backgrounds you want, I'll create all of them.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Shoot, we might have to get him to come down to the Braidathon.
I was thinking about
that would be perfect. Yeah,
that is
we can set
awesome.
something up.
Yeah,
It can be outdoor and it can be indoor.
Oh, really? That is awesome. So, Sasa, I don't know why I want to call it Sasha, but Sasa, you too are an entrepreneur in your own right. Talk to us a little bit about your business.
Well, I am mother of twins. We have 4-year-old twins boy, and then after we had them during the pandemic, and we couldn't get them into any daycare or anything. So I was just like, why can't I just open one? So I've been training and do all kind of stuff for early child care education, and then I'm starting from that. That's my inspiration. Just become a mom, and then want the best for your kid.
Yeah,
So I've been doing that.
Bless your heart, because I definitely would not start a daycare with the clan I have.
All right, so we got one of the questions up here from one of the viewers that says how pricey is each session? Woo, man, how pricey is it?
It really depends on what you're looking for. I mean, it could be as little as like $299, and it goes all the way up to maybe like $1,000. But it just really depends on what you're looking for. If you just want the photo booth without a background, without the prints and the printer, we can go like $299. But if you want everything, then it just really, we have to tailor it to your party.
Right.
And then we'll kind of figure out a price.
Okay. And is there a time limit? Like, do you get it for the whole night? Like say, hey, I'm going to start my party at 6 and we ain't in until 1, Tyler. So I want it for that time. Or is it like, oh no, you only get 3 hours with it or 4 hours with it? How does that work?
Well, it starts off, based on which tier you get, it'll start off with 3 hours and then we can work with you from there. But if you want it for like 10 hours, I'm not staying the whole time. I'll stay for a few hours and you guys can have it for a while.
So is it unlimited photos that you can do?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's unlimited digital prints and
it'll
go straight to your phone via text message, email, QR code, any way you can imagine it will send it to your phone.
Wow. Okay. So for all the viewers out there and all those photo booth operators who have, I think, what is it called? The photo booth 360s. What do you say to them versus what you got? Like, hey, stay away from that junk. What y'all want is us. How do you compare that?
I mean, I did a lot of research before I bought mine because I knew I wouldn't be the only person using it. So I wanted it to be user friendly for the employees as well. So if I couldn't go and my wife needed to go, I wanted to make sure that she could do it.
Set off everything.
Because I like to be real DIY with that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is there's a lot of bugs that go with it.
Yeah.
So I wanted something that's like just going to work every time. And the one we chose seems to be there, and it offers a lot of features, and it kind of has that classy modern look to it.
It does. It was different because it was kind of like that Space Jam look. I'm like, what is that? That's weird. I've never seen nothing like that. I was all poking around. Like, what does that do? Poking around it.
Yeah, he was excited when he's like, yeah, it's the photo booth thing. And I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm familiar with taking it on like the setup, like how you guys have it. Valentine's Day, we went to a Galentine's party, and they had one set up, but the difference was we wasn't able to print our pictures. We literally just sent it to our phone, which was the same thing because most of the time we're gonna take a picture of it and send it right onto social media anyways.
Okay. We got another question from one of the viewers that says, do you have helpers or you do it yourself?
This is my only helper. No, we're just starting out and it's still kind of just a side project. So we don't have the ability to really have helpers just yet. We're still building, and hopefully maybe in a year or so we can transition from a part-time thing to maybe more full-time.
Outstanding. I like that. I like that. So is this your first ventures as entrepreneurs? You are you doing the child care and the photo booth. Have y'all done anything else, or are you looking to do anything else?
I've never done anything else before. I wasn't sure I wanted to be an entrepreneur.
I'm pushing him.
But yeah, she's been pushing me to do it. And honestly, it's been a lot of fun. It's a lot to learn. And I'm very cautious when it comes to those things. So I'm being very careful to manage, what's coming in and what's going out and keeping up with all that.
Wow, that is awesome. Hey, folks, those are viewing. If you're interested in ARTLAS Photo, we have their information scrolling at the bottom, or we'll put it scrolling at the bottom. Our producer, she'll put that on there for you, so you can reach out and contact them, so you will know how to get a hold of them, so you can set up your private party or your wedding or whatever it is that you're doing. Because I'm telling you, if you guys weren't there to see what I saw, you'll be amazed. It's actually a pretty cool, neat thing to have, and the kids was all enjoying it. I looked at some of their website photos, and I saw some wedding photos in there. They looked like they was really happy enjoying it. It's just a pretty cool thing to have all the way around.
Oh yeah, the families at that Northwood event, they loved it. Like they were like getting all the family together. Everybody was in there. It was cool.
Yeah,
And I think the physical print too was like what really pulled people.
Yeah.
And we've gotten so far away from that. You don't have those physical prints no more, because a lot of people want to put things in a picture frame or something like that. And we've gotten so far away from it. Everything's all on everybody's phone. And then you have an incident like Miss Brittany had at one time and lost all those photos like this, but she was able to gain them back. But I think having that hard copy in your hand is what makes the difference.
Absolutely.
And then you got me beat up, Mr. Tyler, because my 14-year-old has already started planning her 15th birthday party.
Right.
And she's definitely already chose you guys for
Well,
photos.
Thank
For the photo booth. Yeah, Mom, that place right there. We have that. Like, okay, we have to April.
All right, we got another question up here from our reviews. It says, what type of notice do you need for an event?
It's pretty open. Typically we say 15 days, but I've had people come at me like 2 days before. It's just a matter of like, you come at me in 2 days and we're not booked that day, you're probably going to get it.
Okay.
I'm pretty lenient on a lot of things. If maybe whenever we scale up and it's a bigger operation, we have to follow a more set procedure, but right now, not really.
So
So
do
you
you?
missed that 15-day mark for that birthday.
Yeah. So do you think that y'all guys might add more to this operation, or what it is that you're doing, or you're looking to add more to it down the road?
Oh,
Yes.
I've got some ideas. I just purchased a van that I'm going to turn into a photo booth.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's the next venture, to try to figure out how to do that.
Awesome.
I'm so glad you said that, Mr. Tyler, because that's one of the things we talk about. What our students, your advantage, what puts you ahead, what makes you stand out from your competition. So yeah, you have a lot of people that has the photo booth, but once you insert a photo booth van, everyone went, oh, this is a mobile picture van. I like that.
Okay, that is awesome. Question that says, what happens if you have a last minute cancellation? How do you handle those?
There's some verbiage in there. We usually have like $100 deposit, and I guess if you have a good reason to cancel, not just like you ghosted us, then I'm just going to give you your money back. Things happen in this world. Like you can't control everything.
Right. Kind of like the bride didn't want to come down the aisle. They said no. Like, hey man, cancel that photo booth for the reception, dog. We ain't gonna need it. All right, cool. That is awesome. So, are y'all guys originally from the Huntsville area, or did y'all relocate here?
So I'm originally from Huntsville. She is from Thailand.
Thailand. Okay. All right. Cool. So, how do you like it here?
I love it here. Huntsville being like my second home from the moment I'm here. People are very, very nice, very sweet. Like when you come to when you're a foreigner and you come to, another country, you would just have to adjust a lot of things, especially culture and everything.
Right.
But people here is such a nice, family oriented.
Yeah. Huntsville is growing immensely, just like Tyler had mentioned earlier. Just in a few years that we've been here, I've seen so many changes. And every time I leave town and come back, It's like,
Something
where'd that come from?
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
Every
yeah.
day, a new neighborhood
New-
pops up somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
New plaza coming up, and I love the Huntsville Grill, but I don't like traffic.
Well, don't go to Atlanta.
No.
So, with this ARTLAS Photo, who do you feel or who is your target audience? Where's your target audience? What do you market mainly to?
I would say
Yeah. What do you think? You're better at that
a
area.
target people. I would just say like we can go from like 4 years old to 80 years old,
Mm-hmm.
because we had like the birthday party for 4 years old, and
Okay.
then we have the retirement party and the like 80 years old birthday party. So I think like a target is just like for everybody.
It's for everybody.
Yeah, because we can have like it's just more like you have the photo booth to elevate your event, to
Right.
make it more fun and memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. I love that. You know, we when we do our braid-a-thon, you know, we usually have people down there taking photos, and they'll set up a backdrop so they can take
Mhm.
photos of the kids, because the kids are just getting their hair done, and they,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's happy. They want to take those pictures and stuff. So, man, I really need to look at seeing how we can collaborate
Incorporate.
together, you know, to
Yeah.
get that, because I think that'd be awesome for them guys. We got another question up here. It says, do you do glamour shots, boudoir and
Boudoir.
pregnancy photo shoots? Oh.
No, right now we strictly just do the photo booth. We don't have like a side like photography section. I'm not a good portrait photographer.
That's the original idea.
Uh-huh.
Then
To
he's
be
a photographer. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
tried to push him to do that, but he was like, I'm not good at portrait.
Yeah.
He's just not
I
confident.
like
Yeah.
landscapes
He like
and taking
landscape and
pictures of
picture of the-
insects, not
yeah.
people.
Abandoned barn. That's what he loves.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to broaden your horizons here, Tyler. You know, you're gonna have to learn how to do a little bit more so you can bring more into it, because
Yeah.
like you said, Huntsville is growing, and with Huntsville growing, there's gonna be more people wanting to do what you're doing. Is going then if all you're doing is just, yeah, we just got the photo booth, someone else gonna say, we got the photo booth, we got the glamour shots, we got the different barn scenes, the
Yeah.
yard,
That's
the
actually a
river
good
scenes.
idea.
You know, you're gonna have to start putting more into it. You know, when we first started here, you know, we was only doing one thing. We had one program.
Mhm.
Now, and I went through all the programs with you earlier. You see how we have grown, because hey, everyone else around us started. I said, we're gonna have to up our game. We're gonna have to do a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, just so we can stay competitive and have that edge, which sets us apart from everybody else. Right.
All right.
So
yeah.
you're gonna have to work on that,
Keep
because I know
growing.
there's a lot of viewers out there who's gonna say, well, I want that glamour shot on
Mhm.
top of that,
Yeah.
you know, animation shot. You know,
Send the message. I will force him to do it.
hey, viewers, I like that. Hey, if you want something done, you need to talk to Sasa, because she's going to make sure Tyler does it. All right. So if you want those glamour shots, let her know. Oh, he's going to do them. Don't worry. He'll go do them. That is
I'll
awesome.
be stylish.
All right. So with the daycare, have you already started it? The
I'm
daycare
in the
starting?
process.
You're in the
Yeah.
process. So what are you looking to service? How many children at a time? you think?
Right now, I am focusing on doing in-home daycare.
Mhm.
So the maximum capacity that I can do is 6.
6?
Oh, okay.
So it's more like one-on-one.
Okay.
One-on-one?
Yeah, because I want to be a small group, because kids need more attention. Like
Yes, yes.
they love attention.
Yes.
And when you go to like daycare, you can see like they have like one per 12.
Mhm.
Like
Mm.
that. And I was like, no, I have twin boy. Like my boy like need attention.
Mhm.
Right.
I have to be like teaching and giving them love and whatever they need. Like, you know, that's
Exactly.
what I think. Like, so I want to keep it like more like a homeschool
Mhm.
feeling
Mhm.
vibe like that at my in homeschool, in my home daycare. That's what I prefer.
I could tell you what, you know, with the amount of people I've seen, and you would never not have no clients.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. The
The-
waiting lists are crazy.
The
Yeah.
waiting
Yeah.
lists
Extremely
are
crazy.
extremely crazy. So you will always be there. You'll be like, honey, we don't need an assistant, because I can't do all this. We need more, you know.
Yeah.
So that is awesome. I think where y'all guys are heading is in the right direction. And I love how you are pushing him, because he sounds like he needs to be prodded and
Yeah.
pushed. Just because what he's got is something good. And
Well, I believe he can do more.
Mhm.
I believe
Yeah.
that he have like ability to do more, but he's not a risk taker, I would say.
Mhm.
And I'm more like go
Do
get
it.
it,
Yeah.
do it.
it's all
like
about
that.
risk and
Yeah.
rewards, Tyler. It's all about risk and rewards. You know,
I'm trying
if
to
you
learn.
want that big reward, you got to take that risk. You got to step out there. You got to make it happen. You know, a lot of times when you make it happen like that, you force yourself to do something now.
Mhm.
You know, it's kind of like when you're exercising, you say, well, I'm going to go ahead and do 6 miles a day, and you decide to run 4 miles out. Guess what? You got to come on back like this. So you done committed yourself. So now you got to come on back home with it, right? So the same thing in business. If you put yourself out there, now you have to do it, because a lot of times as entrepreneurs and brand new entrepreneurs, we tend to just sit back and expect it to happen for us.
Mhm.
And it's not going to work that way. We have to make it happen. We have to step out there. We have to do different things like this. I used to get a lot of people saying, man, Charles, we see you everywhere.
Mhm.
Like this. We see you on every social media outlet. You're always over here doing this. You're always over here helping them people out. You're always over here doing this organization, this program. And that's because I have to get out there if I'm going to make a change, if I want to make a difference.
Mhm.
You know, so if you want that revenue to come in,
Mhm.
right? You know, because we all want that revenue to come in. Go ahead and start taking those risks. Gotta put it out there. There's a business coach by the name of Stephen L. Conway, and he comes down and he guest speakers for some of the entrepreneur classes. And one of the big things he tells us, the students, he talks about his loss, where he lost $80,000 in his first entrepreneur business. And he learned from that. It was a costly mistake, he said, but I learned from that. And now in his current business, he is doing very, very well. You know, he has speaking engagements where I think he's doing like $1,500 an engagement, you know, like this, and he's booked solid. He's never in his office, you know. So you gotta go out there, be able to take that risk and learn from those mistakes, because that's how we learn. That's how we prosper. That's how all big businesses prosper, right? We got another question out here. It says, is it worth the risk for the reward?
It is
Well,
worth the risk.
Well, I would say to you, Mr. Prescott, it's always worth the risk. It's always worth the risk for that reward, right? It says Tyler and Sasa, your biggest inspiration.
Tyler is Sasa.
Oh, Tyler is Sasa. I thought it said what is. Oh, well, yeah.
So they're asking Tyler, is Sasa his biggest inspiration?
Is Sasa your biggest inspiration?
Absolutely, yeah. She has to deal with me.
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
It sounds more like you have to deal with her, because she said, "Oh no, I'm pushing him out. He's going to go do it. Call me, I'll make him do it." You know?
Well, we noticed that he did not disagree.
Yes.
So happy wife, happy life.
Exactly.
So how did you come up with, I was looking at your logo, and how did you come up with that logo?
What did I used AI a lot.
Uh-huh.
I wanted it to be a camera lens,
With the
but I
eyes.
wanted it to be something unique. So I kept feeding it different like words, camera lens and this and this. And then eventually I found this, and I was like, oh, I like that. That's different.
Yeah. Okay.
But it has a little smiley face. I didn't even realize it was there until someone told me.
It
It
does. When she said the eye, I didn't see the line underneath it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I know, viewers, I know y'all can't see, but maybe if you go to his website and look at it, it does have a little smiley face in it. That is very unique. Outstanding. So, guys, you know, what's your future look like? What are y'all looking at? What are y'all planning to grow to?
We set the goals, booking at least twice a week.
Okay.
So that's our goal right
That would be
now.
like, yeah, I think if maybe within a year, keep on building contacts, meeting new people, that I think we could achieve that.
Yeah.
I think it's very possible.
Keep doing what you're doing, and those events like the Northwoods Family Fair, where people get to know more about you, get that exposure, you know, getting those contacts with those different people, because somebody is going to remember you when they have an event like, hey, I need the ARTLAS Photo guy. He was fantastic at the fair. We want him here for this event like this. And that's how you're really, really going to get that exposure. And then those, what you say, 2 a week will turn into probably 4 a week like this. And then it's going to grow into 5 a week, you know, like this. And it's going to just keep growing with as your product speaks for itself, because it's a good product, and I've seen it firsthand, and I love what it did. I loved seeing the smiles on all those kids' faces when they walked away. It was like, and it's like, look, you know. So it's speaking for itself already, you know. And those kids are going to tell it. Trust me, those kids are going to tell it. The only what you should have had is, after that stuff printed out, it had your information on the back of the print. So when they say, well, where did you get it done at? They're like, oh, you know what? I got it done right here, like this. So those parents can call it. So that'd be a good way, because kids love telling something when something's good. But they also tell it when it's bad. Trust me. They'll let you know when it's bad.
Again, he made a great impression, especially we knowing that your target audience for the children is their parents.
Yeah.
And one of the things as a parent that I can say when my kid comes, like I told you, my 14-year-old is already planning a 15th birthday party
Right, right.
with your photo booth there. Now, who's paying for it? We're gonna point at the grandfather. Don't look away now. But it really they talked about it the whole entire weekend.
Yeah.
And now she has the picture stuck up on her wall, and she's like, "Yeah, Mom, we can't forget." And I'm like, "We're not gonna forget. We're not gonna forget." So when I tell her you guys were gonna be on the show tonight, she's like, "Oh, so now it's gonna always be there, so we can go back and look for his contact information." Okay, if that's how you feel.
You know, so I got one last thing I want to ask. Y'all mentioned that it's the mobile. How far are you willing to travel with it?
Well, we say Madison County, but honestly, I don't know. Within like 250 miles. I don't know. Maybe that's too far. I don't know.
We have the customer.
Maybe not Georgia.
We have from Tennessee.
Yeah, we had some people from Tennessee. So I mean, we're open. Throw it out there. Tell me where you live, and I'll probably say yes.
Hey, viewers,
Know
folks,
anybody?
y'all heard it. You heard it first right here on CNI Solutions. Tyler is willing to travel. Throw it out there, put it down in there, because I know there's a lot of people in Texas who like this. So
You pay for the flight.
hey guys, I appreciate y'all guys coming in, spending time with us, and talking to us about ARTLAS Photo and learning more about you and your upcoming entrepreneur venture that you're going to be starting. Please keep us posted on that so that we can direct people towards your business as well. Is there anything that y'all would like to say before we close?
I would just like to say if any more like events like we did like the Northwood, we would love to be a part of anything like that. If you have an event like that or you want a photo booth, just reach out to us. We'd love to donate our time to be a part of something like that.
Outstanding. We love it. CNI Solutions definitely going to reach out to you because we got an event coming up. But anyway.
And it's under 15 days.
Folks, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Don't forget, we do got that entrepreneur class coming up starting on August 6th. If you are interested in that, please go to the website and sign up. Those who are signed up for the Braidathon, we are still going on, still going strong. If you still want to be a sponsor for the Braidathon, please send me an email at charles.fry@cni-solutions, and I will get the sponsorship packet out to you so that you can be highlighted and be known as a sponsor for that event. So, as always, remember, your yesterday is not your today, and your today is not your tomorrow. Good night.